9 signs of a bad AC compressor. You're welcome to my channel. I am Snapfix. If you're not sure whether your AC compressor is on the way out, then stay tuned. As your AC compressor is the heart of your car AC system, meaning it sets entirely the cooling system in motion, and this motion compresses refrigerant and takes the refrigerant back. This is what is known as refrigerant cycle. A failure of this component can upset your mood as it will take toll on your savings. Not only that, it will also obstruct the entire AC system's smooth operation, throwing out several symptoms I'll be teaching you shortly out of my 10 years experience fixing different car make and model. There are two kinds of compressor I'll be teaching you about today: the fixed displacement compressor and the variable displacement compressor. These two compressors have some similarity, however, not completely the same. There are variable displacement compressor that uses clutch system and some that doesn't use clutch. However, all fixed displacement compressor uses the clutch system, so take note. Here are signs that may indicate that your AC compressor is failing. 1. Clutch burns constantly. Another sign that the AC compressor is on its way out is the clutch keep getting fried after replacement. This is a clear indication that the compressor is faulty or some other related issue with the AC system. However, a simple check of the AC compressor clutch by hand with the engine off, as much as checking the refrigerant quantity in the system, will be the starting point to investigate the root cause of this problem, as if unchecked, any compressor installed in the system will fail in a fraction of time, some in 6 hours or within 30 days of installation. 2. Rattling noise when the AC is turned on. When you start up your car engine and everything seems fine, however, if you suddenly start hearing a rattling noise from the hood as soon as you turn on the AC system, that is an indicative of a failing compressor, which often due to lack of proper lubrication or failed internal component structure. A thorough investigation and autopsy is needed to be carefully carried out to determine the root cause of the problem before replacing the compressor. If well done, you may likely not replace the compressor if the cylinder walls of this compressor hasn't worn out. 3. AC blow warm at stoplight. When you notice a significant drop in your car AC system cooling performance, such as the system inability to blow cold enough while the car is at the stoplight or idling, you may need to check your refrigerant level, the radiator fan, and these other two factors can manipulate your AC system to perform poorly at stoplight or idling. However, if checked and confirmed to be in good order within acceptable range, this can often be linked to a faulty AC compressor with a bad internal structural failure, which can be due to age or other factor. 4. AC blow colder in the morning or in the night. When you are at the summer and your AC seems to perform poorly than it does during the winter, that could be a sign that your compressor is due for retirement. Most compressor, after exhausting their active period, will start throwing up strange behavior, and such symptoms such as blowing colder in the colder weather. When warm or hot weather, it blows less cold. Although there are other factors that can cause the system to act up that way, however, troubleshoot the issue before replacement of any part. 5. AC blow warm or hot air. Another common sign that your AC compressor is failing is that the air coming out of the vent will start to get progressively hotter. This happens because the compressor becomes weaker and couldn't compress sufficient refrigerant that will keep the inside of your cabin cold as desired. If you start to notice that your car AC isn't keeping you as cool as it used to, it might be time for you to get a new or used compressor with a lower mileage. However, there are other factors that can make your AC to blow out warm or hot air into the cabin. You will need to properly investigate the culprit in order not to change the wrong part while still harboring the issue under your hood. If you don't know how to, then tune in for other episodes to know how. 6. Refrigerant rapid loss in the system. If your car AC compressor starts to fail, you might notice that your car AC suddenly lost all the refrigerant within the circuit. This is often happen really fast. In some cases, your car may lose its entire refrigerant in less than 24 hours of charging the system with refrigerant. At the failing of your compressor can quickly lose grip of the entire material present inside the AC system circuitry, such as oil and refrigerant. However, there are several cases where your compressor will fail without losing the material present inside the system. If left unchecked or resolved, the system will face more problems such as contamination by moisture and the eventuality of a refrigerant disappearance due to leaks. This will quickly grab your attention when you turn on your AC system on and it blows warm or hot air out of the vent. There are other components capable of creating this scenario, so be sure to properly investigate this issue thoroughly before replacing any parts. 7. Stocked clutch. The clutch is designed to disengage the power from flowing into the compressor. This is typically the case for most newer or older model AC compressors such as variable displacement or fixed displacement compressor with a clutch system. A failed clutch can stem from excessive refrigerant or inadequate refrigerant oil in the system to keep the compressor internal structural component well lubricated while working. A failure of this clutch means that the compressor will no longer be able to start up when it's supposed to and might stay on even when the car has been turned off. If you experience this issue, it is definitely time for you to get a new compressor or use compressor if you find that the compressor is actually the culprit. However, if you can carefully investigate where the problem is coming from, in the end you may simply replace the clutch and not the entire compressor, saving yourself thousands of dollars in repair. 8. AC blow cold sometimes, then warm sometimes. In the middle of the first quarter of summer season, the temperature outside gets hotter than usual. At this point, even the interior cabin of your car will be like a barbecue. If your seats are made up of leather, it makes matter worse. This is the time your car AC system needs to bring up the cozy cooling vibes. However, if you suddenly notice that your car AC blow cold sometimes and warm sometimes, check. You have Toyota car or Lexus from 2010 and 2011 down to this day. If yes is the answer, you will likely be getting the error code B1479 or B14 error code, which points out a flow sensor malfunction. However, in my vast experience, this has proven that it's actually a bad compressor and not a flow sensor, because after replacing the flow sensor, the problem still persists. You may be dealing with a bad AC compressor. However, there are other components within the AC system that can cause this same issue. Be sure to troubleshoot this issue properly before replacing your compressor, as it's often not cheap either in purchase or in labor for installation. 9. Car shutdown at AC on. Here is the analysis. The AC compressor of your car is, in most older model, equipped with fixed displacement compressor. This compressor often pulls a lot of amp from the engine at the cost of compressing refrigerant. However, your car engine is more powerful to bear that load and still carry you and 4 more passengers on board without strain. But when your car shut off immediately when you turn on your AC system, if your car is equipped with either fixed displacement or variable displacement compressor, that is a dead giveaway that your compressor is dead. Final thought and candid advice. If your car AC system is going through any of the above mentioned issues or multiples of the symptoms, you can do this by yourself if you're well equipped with knowledge to get in and out of the car without making a mess. However, there are systems that you may be well equipped with knowledge but lack the experience and the right equipment to proficiently fix this issue yourself. I will advise you let a professional to step in the case like this. If the system oil has turned black or the compressor failed, diagnosed with a broken pistons inside, this is pretty much a troublesome situation. There are hectic process that we be needing to get a specialized tools and expertise to be able to get your car back. Replacing the entire system component with a brand new one often don't solve the problem. I've heard a lot of my viewers talked about something like that. Remember this, how long AC compressor lasts depend on the quality material used inside the system by 20%. And the quality of the compressor takes another 20%, but the 60% of how long the compressor is going to last is dependent on the experience and the expertise of the person who performed the service. See you later. Bye for now.